And then after that, what you wanna do is stick out your gyat in front of the Kaisenat. You'll immediately rizz up the Kaisenat. And then you'll manage to level up your rizz level. And after you're done that, you are successfully have managed to enter Ohio with the minimum requirements. Level 5 gyat, level 6 Rizzlers. After that, as soon as you enter Ohio, you're gonna meet a Sigma named Skibidi Toilet. The Skibidi Toilet will show you all around Ohio. But there's just one thing you need to worry about. The L Rizzlers. Those are criminals that have bypassed the Skibidi Toilet's border defense. Alright? And if you manage to get past the L Rizzlers, you're gonna find a few people with a lot of gyat. Alright? And if you've managed to find a lot of gyat, that is a sign you have walked into a gyat zone, where the skibidis and sigmas reside. Alright? Now, if you went in too deep into the area, you're gonna have to somehow get phantom taxed. I'm gonna need to be phantom taxed by Skibidi Sigma, which is endangered. So you can only really find one in Ohio. Once you find a Skibidi Sigma, you need to rizz him up and get the phantom tax. Now after that, stick out your gyat again so you can blend in with the people in the area. And after you're done out, the Skibidi Sigma will then proceed to tour you all around Ohio. Alright? And then you find a poster named Skibidi Sigmas Only. The guide can only enter but not you. But then the guide shows you how to be a Skibidi Sigma. First, you need to find a Skibidi toilet. And then you're gonna have to rizz up that toilet before flushing it down. You see a mineral. Alright? You see a mineral. If you eat it, you'll turn into a Skibidi Sigma. But it will look like you're a fake Skibidi Sigma, so you're gonna have to get your rizz levels up. And then after that, you can both enter the Skibidi Sigma's only area of Ohio, aka Oklahoma. You'll find a lot of gyat Rizzlers in there. Alright? Then you see some of level 11 gyat. Now, level 11 gyat is not something you want to mess with. Right? The only gyat level obtainable by a normal person is level 10. So if you see a level 11 gyat, you should run away with the skibidis. Alright? And that's pretty much the tour of Ohio. Except, in order to get out of Ohio, you need level 10 gyat and level 10 rizz. In order to get those, you have to go to the king of Skibidi Toilet. Alright? And after going to the king of the Skibidi Toilet, you're gonna wanna go ahead and manage to whiz him up to the point he will stick out his gyat. After he stick out his gyat, go ahead and bring out your Rizzler. Alright? After that, he will give you level 10 Rizz. In order to get level 10 Gyat, you're gonna need to beat people in Gyat competitions, which is only hosted by Skibidis Sigmas every year. Now, after doing that, you can go ahead and go to the Skibidis at border control, and then after that, you can get out of Ohio. But there's one problem: everyone will look at you as a foreigner. So what you wanna do is isolate from yourself and get level 0 Gaia and level 0 Rizz. I know it sounds very, very bad, but let me tell you something. In order to get back those Gyat and Rizzlers levels up without being a foreigner, without being recognized as a foreigner, you're gonna wanna go to a place called the Ohio Sigmas. Alright? And then in there, you should find a few Skibidi Masters. Sigmas, alright? And after that, you're gonna wanna ask them, they'll give you some Rizz and Gyat training. Now, keep in mind these Rizz and Gyat and Rizz trainings are really cool. What you wanna do
What are you saying, bro?
first you must Rizz an ant, alright? And then, if you manage to Rizz up an ant, you'll level up until Gyat level 10 Rizz. In order to Rizz up the level 10 Gyat, you need at least level 9 Rizz or higher. And it's one of the hardest things to do. harder than my dad
Bro,
coming back. All right. So
why are
after
you yapping from the last 4.5 minutes? Bro,
shut up,
why are
shut up.
you yapping
I
from
am
the
trying
last
to tell. I'm trying to tell a
4.5
very important
minutes?
story about the
Oh, you
skibidis.
shut up.
Trying to tell us a very important story about the skibidis. All
Oh,
right. So after you mention raise
I
up to
want
level
to hear
10
that shit
gyatts,
about the
after
skibidi.
you after you live after you level up to level 10 rizz, you can now ahead go and exit out the skibidi masters region. All right. You want to go to a place called Gyatts Master Wrestling Competition. In order to enter in, you must have at least level 8 Riz or higher. But as you can see, you already got level 10 Riz. So you managed to enter the Gyat Master Wrestling place, alright? So in there, you'll find two Skibidi Gigashats, alright? They are quite big, alright? Especially the Gyats. That's how you can tell they're the master, alright? So you're gonna want to go up to them and make them start your skibidi training for gyats. Now, you're gonna want to use your risk level to be able to get gyats from the skibidis that are in this building. Alright? So after you
Finish the
manage to go
video.
through the first level, you'll need to take a rest because every time you raise up a gyat and get a gyat, you lose one risk level because of how hard it is. And your brain will get overwhelmed. So you're gonna have to go back and forth between the wrist training and the gyat wrestling competition. All right. So once you've managed to at least accumulate 5 gyat levels, all right, gonna wanna someone will stick out their Rizzlers. Gonna wanna be able to dodge that by your level 5 gyat. You'll go down one Rizz level because of this move. However, you'll be able to raise him up enough to the point you pretty much just knock him out and manage to get his gyat. Now, after you've reached level 9, you'll meet the final boss, the Skibidi Gigashats. Alright? You need to have level 10 Riz and level 9 Gyat to be able to defeat him. It's gonna be a very brutal fight between the Skibidi Gigashats and you. Alright? So after you manage to beat him, you will get a level 10 Gyat but level 9 Riz. So you're gonna have to go back and get level 10 Riz. But after you're done that, you can go out while skipping all over the place. Alright? So after you manage to get skibidi all over the place, you'll be able to become a skibidi toilet
Bro, what?
by simply flushing a toilet, alright? And then after the toilet flushes, your gat will get sucked into the toilet and you'll be skibidi toilet. And
Oh
because of
my
your
god.
riz, you'll be able to survive this flush, alright? So after you've become a skibidi toilet, you'll now
You
be able
flushed,
to
bro.
attack the rivals called
Who died?
cameras, alright?
You
These
flushed.
cameramans are
Guys,
just
also running over your sorry, bro.
these cameramans are just writers that are not able to become skibidi toilets because of their skill issues. All right. So
You
so
did
you should see
flushing.
so are you after you see a skibidi cameraman. All right. You as a skibidi toilet must be able
I've started recording
to
ever since it
pretty
started,
much
bro.
you must be able
Oh,
to defeat
bro,
him
bro,
by
bro.
other skibidi toilets. Alright? Now, this era, skibidi toilets are quite rare, as the training is tough to get, and the information is quite rare.
Keep
So you
yapping,
just
just
find one
yapping.
cameraman as your first enemy, as a skibidi toilet. So pretty much using your Riz and Gat levels, you will be able to defeat him by Gat and skipping all over the place. You'll overwhelm him and he will collapse. What you want to do is open up your mouth flush your toilet, and then he'll go down. And then after that, you will become bigger. You want to become bigger and bigger until you become a huge size skibidi toilet. Now this way, you can pretty much just run over people with ill get an ill riz. Alright? Now, you're gonna see someone named Kama Titan Man, who's come out to seek you because of being a huge skibidi toilet. In order to defeat him, you're gonna wanna get a few small skibidi toilets to act as mosquitoes for the giant cameraman. Alright? So first off, you wanna Sigma the living hell out of this cameraman. alright? And rizz him up so he's distracted, while the small skibidi toilets that you've hired will manage to distract him and go into his ear. After he's in ear, you'll start rizzing, he'll realize, but then it's too late. The small skibidi toilets have already sigmaed their ways into his brain and managed to make him collapse. After you've successfully matched the skibidi all over him, you'll become a Titan skibidi toilet with a new ability called the gyatts laser. This shoots from your gyatts, and it's one of the most powerful weapons in the entire world of skibidi toilet. Alright? So, in order to use this gyatts laser, you're gonna wanna sing skibidi toilet, and then it will come out as the laser. Alright? The laser can only be used once every minute for 1 second. This weapon is very overpowered as it can beat Titan cameramans easily. So you got another Titan cameraman, you try out the gyat laser, and then boom, he collapses. So you skibidi all of them, and then you repeat the same thing every time until you've managed to unlock the ability called skibidi rizz. Right? Skibidi rizz is one of the hardest achievements to get. But using this, you'll be able to pretty much be the best skibidi toilet in the entire universe. Alright? So once you manage to get this skibidi rizz, alright, you can now go into this place called the Underground Skibidis Only. Now, after you go underground there, you should see meet someone named the Skibidi Gigashat Sigma Gyat Rizzler. This man will make you, once you defeat him in a battle, you'll be able to be crowned the king of Skibidi Toilets and be able to lead all Skibidi Toilets all over the world who are learning. Alright? So, after you've done that, after you beat him with your skibidi rizz and cat lasers, and also your small skibidi toilets that are working for you, you'll now become the king of skibidi toilets. You can now lead everyone. So now you have successfully learned how to go from a peasant cameraman all the way to a tiny skibidi toilet king. Now, you can do one thing, and that's get level yeah. This is the hardest achievement in the entire world. Alright? In order to get level 11 Gayat, you have to defeat 20 Titan cameramans. Alright? Not just normal Titan cameramans. They Who the fuck keeps switching the region? So once you've managed, so you don't want to use the cameraman are not like normal ones. These Titans have something called cameraman laser sigmas. These are pretty much the worst nightmare of Skibidi Toilet, but you came prepared with a Skibidi laser. Alright? Using both your Gyat and Skibidi laser, you will be able to defeat them and pretty much get immunity to their laser, the cameraman's laser. Once you've managed to defeat 20 of them, you'll be able to get a level 11 Gyat. Now, in order to now before you get this level 11 Gyat, you must be in an open area, because this Gyat level is so big that it's bigger than Godzilla himself. All right, so you need to go to an open space, and now there you'll rest because you've defeated all the cameramans in the world. So there you will rest and take a hibernation, while your small skinny toilets will immediately learn from you by taking your DNA and etc. And then after that, the skibidi toilets will manage using your knowledge and your DNA to be able to recreate more vision of yourself, and that's how the skibidi toilets took over the world. All right. And originally went a small activity and get training, eventually went into full-on transformation facilities in order to be a Titan cameraman's. Alright? Now, there was this one skibidi toilet Titan who found out about about the story you've had. And then this one man managed to get level 11 Whistler by finding a secret underground dungeon that he managed to sweep through easily. Then he managed to update the Rizzler by raising up the Queen of Gigashads. Alright? Now, after he gets level 11 Rizzler, he managed to raise up the entire world and make them work for him, while also increasing his Gyat level to 11, just like you. Alright? So after he uses the entire world, they all go interplanetarium. They go into a planet called Skibidi Mars. All right. Skibidi Mars is only reachable by having level 11 Gyat and level 11 rizz. All right. So after you have done that, the skibidi toilet will eventually reproduce by keep on flushing, at the output of the flush will pump out small little skibidi toilets that will be able to survive the atmosphere of Mars, because you have level 11 cat and level 11 Rizzlers. So after that, the skibidi toilets will eventually go intergalaxy and then eventually take over the entire universe. And someone managed to get a level 50 Rizz and rizz up the entire universe, alright? And now the entire universe became a skibidi gigashad. Who the fuck keeps switching the reason? So after that, what you wanna do, what the skibidi did after rizzing up the entire universe, is he became God himself. And then pretty much wipes time so no one can become like him as he's jealous. So now he creates a planet called Riz Gigashad. Alright? This this planet is about the size of Skibidi Mars, except it has a livable atmosphere. Except of toilets, there are Skibidi toilets, however, there are no training facilities, so no one can become as big and overpower him. Alright? So, after that, one small skibidi, while the king is doing his thing, he goes ahead and tries to make a training facility, but the skibidi god destroys him and this facility. Other skibidi saw this and so, whoa, is that the Gyat Rizzler that just came down from up? No way. No, this is something that needs to be Gyat researched about. So the Skibidi's researched this event and found out it came from outer space. So they're wondering, are the Skibidi clouds gyatts the ones that are making this? So they collect the symbol of the Skibidi gyatts clouds, and they eventually find the conclusion that there's a god. So they, in order to get sympathy, they start worshipping the Skibidi god. All right, and Skibidi god seeing this, he does nothing just so they could see as they need more sympathy for the Gyat Rizzler, for the Skibidi God, alright? So, after that, the Skibidi God eventually gets tired of it and strikes another Gyat Rizzler lightning. The Skibidis eventually find out that if they pray to Skibidi God enough, then they will manage to get Gyat Rizzler's lightning. So they set up a facility where they want to light it up so they could get the DNA of the lighting, the Gyat Rizzler lighting. So eventually he sees the Gyat Rizzler, alright? So they start playing to Skibidi God once again. And then Skibidi God puts out Gyat Rizzler lightning into the Disney area. Now eventually everyone wants, as the Skibidi God has found out that they find out that Skibidi God collected the DNA, alright? So after that, the Skibidis eventually managed to find out the entire lifespan of the Skibidi and his father, aka the level 11 and level 11 Gyat Rizzler, alright? So, after they see that, they will have researched the DNA and managed to get someone to get close to rizzing up the entire Earth like his father did, that Skibidi God's father did. But the Skibidi God sees this and manages to laser the entire planet. And then eventually gets tired and then eventually gets tired and then wipes out the entire universe. And then he was just Skibidi all over the space for eternities to come. And then a black gyat, manages to sink him in, and the black gyat manages to get super big. The point the singularity takes over 11 gyat years in order to reach in the black hole, alright? So, once the gyat hole gets super big, this gyat hole eventually dies off, as the entire university with no god or anything dies off. Alrighty, that's the end.
Whoa!
That's the end from story of which a cameraman eventually killed the skibidi god before being consumed by a gyat hole. Rate my story out of 1 to 10.
Uh,
It happens in the last 20 minutes.
20 minutes because the story is very long. And the story originally itself is
about
20
21
hours
minutes,
long.
right?
The story itself is originally 20 hours long as it goes into every single detail. However, I have shortened it to 20 minutes because, as you can see, I do not have enough rizz level to continue as my throat. It will not be able to handle this. And I need to increase my rizz level in order to be able to do this. But I have shortened the 20-hour story into 20 minutes, as my rizz level is not enough to tell you all. So, as let me tell you how to increase your rizz level as well, since you guys cannot even talk because you are all L rizzlers. So what you want to do is get someone, rizz them up, and if they manage to get rizzed up, you will level up. But the thing is, you all have L rizz. So how are you gonna even rizz up a person? Well, great question. Training. You don't want to rizz up a dummy, and then if you manage to rizz them up enough, you'll get +1. You're gonna be a level 1 rizzler. Alright, you just find a girl that can easily be rizzed, and she has 0 gyat level, and then you'll be able to get Riz from there. Eventually, you find more and higher gap levels as the Riz level increases until you get Riz level 10. That's the maximum
Can
nobody can reach.
someone call
But me,
911?
I can reach up to one level Riz level 100.
Can
But the
somebody
thing
call
is, I
911?
cannot reach level 100 because see, pretty much rizzed all the cat girls in this entire world. Alright?
Oh,
So,
911.
give 5 steps on how to get girls because he plays a role. So first, what you want to do is dress up as a skibidi toilet. All right. You want to go to find a Roblox girl and proceed to skibidi and get all over the girl. She will like it because of your riz level that I've accumulated earlier, and then because of that, you'll be able to riz up the girl and then eventually get the girl. But there's a problem. You guys cannot date because you're a skippy toilet. So you need to ungyat yourself and turn into a normal L Rizzler without your girl hearing yourself, alright? So, after that, what you want to do is level up your wrist secretly while the girl is waiting for you, and then you'll meet her without her leaving to you. Otherwise, if you do not train your Riz after ungyatting yourself out of her skibidi toilet, she will immediately leave you because of how L Riz you are. Alright? So that's how you can get girls on Roblox.
Natural, natural.
What's going on?
How do you
I
get
don't know.
Please
infinite
call
riz? How do you
911.
get infinite riz?
In order to get infinite Riz, you need to directly speak to the skibidi god yourself. And if you have accumulated enough praise to the skibidi god before the
I'm
Gyat hole
having
consumes
lost
him,
seizure.
then you will get infinite Riz level. However, great power comes great responsibility. As if you accidentally Riz up the entire universe, then the Skibidi God will erase your existence. And everyone you have rizzed up. Alright? Which means the entire universe. Alright? And if he wipes up the entire universe, he will drift off in space, the Skibidi God, until a Yahoo consumes him. Alright? So, that's how you can get infinite Riz. If you play enough of the Skibidi Gods by going out the universe and meeting him, you'll be able to get infinite Riz level. But keep in mind you need to have level 12 gyatts. Alright? In order to meet him. As if you played enough, in order to go to the outer universe, you need to have gyat level 12. Alright? That's only possible by rizzing up an entire galaxy of gyatts. Alright? So that's how you manage to get infinite Riz.
How do you get
Natural.
12 level
Natural,
12
natural,
gas?
natural. Natural. How do you
Hi.
how do you get very big balls?
What?
How do you get very big balls and rizz?
Like I said, but you want me to repeat the entire thing? Sure.
Yes.
So, you started as a cameraman because of the L-Wiz and L-Gyatts you have. Alright? Now, you need to enter Ohio, but you need to go and find a skibidi sigma, which is endangered and rare outside of Ohio. So, once you've managed to find a skibidi sigma, he'll lead you to border control of the gyatts of Ohio. And then while the skibidi sigma is throwing you around, you'll find an area full of gyatts. High level gyatts. You wanna avoid those, alright? So, you wanna go and find a facility named the Gyat Rizzler Trainings.